What's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Valentine. Nice to cross paths with you again, or if this is the first time I've had the pleasure, nice to make your acquaintance. Today I'm watching the 2016 film Hacksaw Ridge. I don't know if this is World War I or World War II, but it's my understanding that this is based on a true story. Movies like these really remind me of the perspective I should have, because this is the height of bravery, the epitome of courage. Quintessentially valiant young men fighting for our country, and their brain isn't even fully developed, and that just astonishes me and leaves me eternally grateful. So if you're watching this and you served our country, I sincerely, legitimately, truly thank you for your service. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch this with me today. So without further ado, let's get into 2016's Hacksaw Ridge, shall we? Not unlike Saving Private Ryan, this movie wastes no time getting into the thick of it.
Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint.
Faith of a mustard seed. Hey, you gotta have some remarkable faith to hold on to your religion in this kind of circumstance. Yo!
Lock him with your right,
Stop it. Do you hear me?
Please.
What are they fighting about?
Throw in the towel, man. Brotherly love.
Tom?
What the hell have you done?
You can't hear me.
My brother picked up a brick.
Get some ice.
He was seeing red, I suppose. What did he do? Take your toy? Oh. Yeah, he's rightfully in shock. He rocked his brother, being impetuous. But it's the father's fault. For sure the father's fault.
I could have killed him.
Yes, you could have. Murder, it's the worst sin of all. To take another man's life, that is the most egregious sin in the Lord's sight.
It's irrevocable, being the agent of someone's demise. And imagine being Desmond. You know, he let his emotions get the best of him, and now he's looking at this religious tapestry like, trying to reconcile that.
Why does he hate us so much?
Oh, he don't hate us. He hates himself sometimes.
Oh, such a tender depiction of this family dynamic.
Your daddy tonight, that ain't the real him. I wish you knew him like I did before the war.
Okay, I can already tell this movie's gonna activate my allergies and cause my AC to kick on. The writing's on the wall.
What's going on out there, Desmond?
Drag him out. Just talk.
I like the through line of the brick there. That's not a coincidence. Oh! Hey, homies look like he about to bleed out.
You're gonna be fine now. You're gonna be fine.
Nice work. You might have saved the sport's life.
What's your name, son?
He's on a personal redemption arc. Because I can imagine that brick incident was really a watershed moment in his life. It's time for some self-reflection, probably at the young age of, what was he? Couldn't have been older than like 12 or 13. Hey-o. I think that's love in the air.
Army physical's that way. This is for giving blood.
Oh, he's like, be still, my heart.
Are you all right?
Oh no, that's not mine. I'm fine. Thank you for asking, though, man.
What do you need?
Your telephone number?
Well, I don't have your belt. I'm just here to take blood.
I'll give you mine.
Yes, I will, dude. Every ounce. What else do you need? I'll even transform my blood type. A, B, O, you name it.
No, I just think you're the prettiest thing I ever seen.
It's because I'm sitting in the dark.
You're just beautiful.
I've seen the contours of your face under sufficient lighting, and pulchritude is real with this one.
You need to watch where you're going.
Oh.
What a
goodness.
She said,
I'm sorry, I didn't think you'd mind.
You didn't ask.
I thought you might have liked it.
Well, I might have if you'd asked.
Desmond is about to get retroactively Me Too'd.
Looks like a movie star, our boy. Reminds me of how Artie Giddens looked in his uniform when we went to France.
Don't,
What?
Oh, man.
Just saying how snappy Artie looked in his uniform. I just hope that when our Hal gets shot, it's through the front of his jacket. Like a simple entry wound, not much mess.
When our Hal gets shot.
Got hit in the back. It blew most of his guts and intestines out his front, awful everywhere. Wrecked his uniform entirely. It was lucky he was dead, so he never knew how awful his uniform looked.
Man, that's tragic. The father's been going through this. A lifelong struggle. He's trying to prevent his son from doing something that is considerably dangerous. But necessary. It's a difficult predicament, man.
Hold on now. You ain't gonna slap me, are you? If I fall off, I'm gonna take you with me.
George Bush.
Just fooled me once. Shame on you. It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
Kiss me and find out.
Oh, okay. You're giving us some warmth. You're giving us some love and some foundation on which to build this story. But I'm bracing myself, dude. I'm steeling myself as much as humanly possible.
I have to enlist. I can't stay here while all them go fight for me.
You can.
Dorothy,
you can stay here.
I have to. I won't be a medic. I figure I'll be saving people, not killing them.
I have to go to work. I'm gonna be late. So are you gonna ask me to marry you or what?
I don't know. You still gonna have me?
Well, I wouldn't know. You haven't asked.
Well, I'm asking you. With all my heart and then some. You marry me?
Then yes. Yes, I will.
You gosh darn skippish, you will.
When?
As soon as you get your first leave. But I still don't like you at this moment. Okay.
Okay. Well, I love you.
Ain't that cute? Young love, am I right?
Now my friends are there, covered in dirt and grass and eaten by worms. I don't want to have to visit my sons here.
Everybody else is doing it.
Ain't everybody else.
You can identify with the father here, though.
And if by some miracle chance you survive, you won't be given no thanks to God.
I hope his prognosis does not hold any water. I hope that prophecy does not bear fruit.
I almost forgot. Here. It's mine. Keep it right here, where I'll be. I love you.
Please let Desmond Doss make it back to his wife. Oh, I don't know if I will be able to handle it if he does not.
Desmond Doss.
Call him Teach. No one understands a word he says.
Because no one else here can read. The testicle.
He's inscrutable.
Oh, hey. Old, good book, right? I think Lucky's got a good book, right, Lucky?
It's a good read.
It's religion of a kind. Something to be worshipped. The one, the only, as I live and breathe, Vince Vaughn. Pleasant surprise.
You are a very strange-looking individual if you don't say so, Private. Name?
Andy Walker.
What is this, Full Metal Jacket?
How long have you been dead, son? The name is Ghoul, you say?
Walker. Sergeant.
Ghoul it is.
Yes, Sergeant.
You are a strange looking individual. The disrespect.
Name, Private.
Desmond Doss.
I have seen stalks of corn with better physiques. Makes me want to pull an ear off, Private.
Oh, shucks. Shucking and jiving.
Cradle Loop is the rabbit hole. The rabbit comes out of his hole, runs around the tree, goes back into the hole. What do we got here, Doss? One for each titty. You were tying a bowline, boy, not building a bra. What is so funny, Corporal? Couldn't tell you, Sergeant.
I'm worrying about Desmond's disposition for this line of work.
Splitters, drive! Drive!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So much for solidarity. Jeez Louise.
It's a personal gift from the United States government to each and every one of you. Pay attention.
I like that shot right there. Nice little rack focus. Pleases me.
Problem, Private Cornstalk. Is there not one in your size?
I was told I don't have to carry a weapon.
Come again. Step forward, Private. I can't be here in this round.
Run that by me again?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun.
So if there's a problem, you must be that problem.
Who agreed to this circumstance?
You're a conscientious objector, and you joined the army.
Well, no, sir. I'm a conscientious cooperator.
You don't kill, that's all.
Yes, sir. That's all.
You know, quite a bit of killing does occur in a war. I mean, that is the essential nature of war.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I've heard stories.
He doesn't want to work on Saturday, sir.
I'm a Seventh-day Adventist.
We should simply ask the enemy not to invade on the Sabbath because Private Doss hears a prayer.
There's a lot of effective humor being peppered into the script.
Private Doss does not believe in violence. He will not even deign to touch a weapon. He's a conscientious objector. So I plead with you, do not look to him to save you on the battlefield.
Oh.
Because he will undoubtedly be too busy wrestling with his conscience to assist.
Sarge, that's not true.
Desmond is about to incur some severe resentment from his colleagues here, his comrades.
What you got there, Desi? It's half the Bible for half the man.
For Pete's sake, Smitty, even back his Bible.
I remember speaking to you.
Tempers flaring.
So how come you don't fight? You think you're better than us?
No.
But what if he was attacked?
Whoa!
Oh, Desmond is about to get Gomer piled.
On here. What is this?
Give me that.
This is a fine-looking broad. Now, this would be the kind of broad that deserves a real man.
Oh, leave Dorothy out of this. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Please.
Please give it back, Smitty.
Please give it back, Smitty.
All right, well, no love lost between this crew, man. You can understand their frustration, like, hey, we're about to put our lives on the line, and you don't want to touch a gun. But the nuance of this situation is dreadful.
God says not to kill. That's one of his most important commandments.
People take that to mean don't commit murder. This is Satan himself we're fighting. Surely, as a good Christian, you can see that.
Such an intriguing notion, the idea of justified murder within a war context.
But he's a legitimate conscientious objector, and he must be allowed to work as a combat medic. He qualifies in all other areas of his training.
And this is a true story? This is fascinating.
He throws God at you. You throw hell right at him. I want him gone.
They're about to make life difficult for one Desmond Doss.
Why the hell are you still here?
Truth is stranger than fiction. Like this reads as like cinematic make-believe. But I know that the true story makes this all the more meaningful of this kind of character and characterization of Desmond Doss.
This isn't good for anybody.
Sure ain't what I joined up for.
It's not about what you joined up for. It's about the lives of every man in here. And yours, son. It's time you quit this. Finish getting dressed and I'll walk you down.
Gotta give it to him though. He has some intestinal fortitude. He's being assaulted for his beliefs by his peers. He's still with us.
Private Doss, can you identify the men that beat you?
No, Sarge.
Are you saying that you don't know who attacked you?
I never said I was attacked, Sarge.
You bruised half your body sleeping.
I sleep pretty hard.
Oh, man. Desmond Doss was the salt of the earth then, huh? A real mensch.
Private Doss, I'm afraid I can't authorize your pass furlough for men who have passed the basic training. Doss must be allowed to work as a combat medic, provided he qualifies in all other areas of his training.
Oh, y'all not gonna let the brother go home and get married?
Show me you know how to handle a rifle, and I'll sign your furlough. Hand Private Doss your firearm.
I won't touch a rifle, sir.
A never-ending gauntlet of obstacles, man.
Refuse, and I will have no recourse but to court-martial you. And you will spend the duration of the war in a military prison.
Yo.
I can, sir.
They playing for keeps. I mean, I understand how Desmond is drawing their ire, but Man, he wants to serve. He wants to do his part. But the man has his convictions.
I'm only here because I don't want to see you rotting in a prison cell. Plead guilty. Throw yourself at the mercy of the court. Maybe they'll let you go home and pray. Let the brave men out there go and win this war.
He's standing on his ideology, and that is admirable.
If I can't convince you, maybe she can.
Oh.
I've done everything they asked me except this one thing. Being treated like a criminal just because I won't kill.
You tried.
Oh, the irony. Alanis Morissette.
Who are you gonna save in prison?
Probably nobody.
And why can't you just pick up the stupid gun and wave it around? You don't have to use it, just meet them halfway.
Oh, the love of your life is suggesting it.
I don't know how I'm gonna live with myself if I don't stay true to what I believe. Much less how you could live with me. I'd never be the man that I want to be in your eyes.
Like Frederick Douglass said, I'd rather be true to myself and hazard incurring the wrath of others than be false and incur my own wrath.
Do not think that you'll disappoint me. I will love you no matter what.
Ah, that's supremely touching. And affecting. Wait, time out. My AC just kicked on.
They want him to plead guilty, but then he'll get a dishonorable discharge.
Tell him that we love him and that we're praying for him.
We're praying for both of you.
You know the father's standpoint on the matter. But how are they going to reason with him? Because he doesn't seem to be budging, not one iota.
Private Doss wishes to enter a not guilty plea.
I thought this was agreed. You wanted to enter some sort of plea bargain.
Yes, sir, but I changed my mind.
Well, on your head then, Private.
His moral compass dictates thusly.
Everyone I knew was on fire to join up, including me. There were 2 men in my hometown. Declared 4F unfit. They killed themselves because they couldn't serve.
Ooh. It's vital. It's imperative.
I got the energy and the passion to serve as a medic. Right in the middle with the other guys. No less danger, just... While everybody else is taking life, I'm going to be saving it.
Oh, man. Andrew Garfield here is unimpeachable. Everybody got their part to play.
Hey, take it you are the private's father.
Sir, Thomas Doss.
Let me have the letter.
Those two have such familial chemistry, man. Expert casting.
But Doss, you are free to run into the hellfire of battle without a single weapon to protect yourself. You may resume your duties, begin training as a combat medic.
Yo! This angle, this movie is taken as an infinitely interesting approach. And the fact that this is a true story is mind-boggling. Let's consummate this bad boy, shall we? I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. But if you feel like I feel, baby, no. Let's get it on.
You better come home to me.
Come on. From your mouth to God's ears, Dorothy.
Shut up.
On the battlefield, not ever having trained to use a weapon and not touching one. I appreciate this formula from a storytelling standpoint, but the practicality of it is daunting.
You just come off the line.
What's it like? I said, what's it like?
Probably defies description.
HACKSAW, we climbed up 6 times. 6 times they threw us off. Last time there wasn't anything left of the 96.
They're animals.
Terrifying, man.
Don't care if they live or die. They want to die. Keep coming at you.
They ain't never gonna give up. Never.
No surrender, no retreat. Whew. That's nightmarish, hellish, and interminable assault.
That's our objective. HACKSAW Ridge. Our pals in the Navy are gonna soften them up for us.
Pals of the Navy gonna grease the wheels a little bit, huh? Do the leg work? Take Okinawa, take Japan. Noted. I have a vast degree of apprehension right now. Homie said they climbed it 6 times, got thrown off 6. Here's to number 7.
Make way.
This younger generation wouldn't understand. I'm no exception from that, but the closest they get to this is Call of Duty video games, and it does not do it justice. It's too remote from the reality of the gravity of this. Oh. Yo, that is wild. That last spurt of energy gave everybody away. We've been compromised. Ah.
Put your hand right here. Put your hand on there, guy. Come on, we gonna get you undercover. Come on, me.
It's heart-wrenching, man. Sayonara? Is that insensitive? If so, disregard it. But if not, voila. That's what you can do without a gun. Symbiotic relationship right there.
You hurt?
I'm fine.
Oh, man. I like the trajectory of their relationship.
Hey, give him a shot of morphine and move on. He's not gonna last a day. Please don't.
Golly.
Don't leave me. God, please don't leave me. I've got kids. I ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna get you home. I got you.
It's an impossible decision to make.
Here comes the morphine. Here comes the morphine. It's gonna kick in real quick, Ralph. We're gonna get you shifted. Stretch up!
Oh, man. He said, I got kids. Oh, this movie's heavy, man. Heavy D up in the limousine.
There's nothing wrong with you. Hang on, kid. Oh, the sitting duck's a dead one.
Priority.
This movie got me feeling vulnerable, man. I am fully immersed into the story world. This is some unbelievable cinematography. And camera work and editing. This movie needs more hoopla. In the cinematic town square.
Good job, man. Good work. Dig in for the night. We hold this spot. We mop up the rest of the ridge tomorrow.
Imagine having to sleep that night knowing you're going to go for round 2 in the morning.
Still more wounded out there, Sergeant.
I'll go with him. Be smart. Keep your ears down. All right. Let's find a spot.
This is the same Desmond Doss who you all were lambasting for his integrity. And now look at him, man. He has the goods.
You ain't gonna eat them?
I don't eat meat. Help yourself.
That's one heck of a dame. You know you're fighting out of your weight class with her, don't you?
You outkicked your coverage, my friend.
Yes, I do. Don't tell her that.
She'd be much happier with a man like me anyway.
Until she got to know you.
Heartwarming banter.
My daddy's a drunk. We fought it for years, but it kind of got a hold of him hard and made him mean.
At least you knew it. Mine could have been any one of 10 guys. None of them are worth a damn, so.
So your mama raised you?
She gave me to an orphanage when I was 5. Never saw her again. I learned how to hate quick. Learned how to judge people quicker, and I got you very wrong.
It's a tender, quiet moment.
My daddy used to beat me and my brother just because the sun rose and then whip us just because it set. I could take that, but when he would do it to our mama.
But you didn't kill him.
In my heart, I did.
The depths of despair.
So that's when I made my promise to God. I ain't never gonna touch a gun again.
Well, I ain't giving you mine because you're crazy.
The anguish, the torment. And I love how they are countervailing this considerably sad story with humor. It's effective for me. Oh, my allergies. Pollen. Relentless.
You know what to do. Keep pressure on it. No, don't need plasma. Give it to him. Over there.
Oh, that's horrendous. Such selflessness.
Come on. Come on. We gotta move right now.
An astonishing level of bravery being depicted here, man. This portraiture is something else. Please tell me. I mean, please tell me he makes it through.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's go help the pain. Don't you do that. Come on. Come on, Smitty. You stay with me. Let's go. We gotta move.
Smitty, please don't do it to me. Smitty, dude. He said he was scared, which makes the most sense. And it's all the more tragic because they started off as adversaries.
He's gone. No. Come on. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, Smitty, man. The friendship was just now starting to bloom. This is hella intense. And I remain dumbfounded.
What is it you want of me? I don't understand. I can't hear you.
Impossible. It's an impossible task, man. A religious person in the midst of a hellish event, trying to glean some kind of rhyme or reason.
All right.
Desmond Doss, ladies and gentlemen. Desmond Doss. Ah, this movie's doing it to me. Vulnerability. Engaged. Oh, call back, baby. The rabbit goes out of the hole, etc., etc. I see you, screenwriting. I see you.
We're gonna get you dressed up in a jiffy and get you down. I got you now, Harry. You have to trust me now, Harry.
This is a spectacular display of selflessness and altruism. Could have easily just said, hey, I'm going down. Self-preservation. But no. He's like, I see a wounded soldier, and I'm going to do my duty. Good on you, Desmond. Good on you. Oh. Cinematography, anybody.
Call it in. There's still over 100 men left out there.
We just lost our cover. They're stirring. We gotta move. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Time is absolutely of the essence. He's going back for each one. This is hair raising right here.
You're gonna have to trust me. Take a breath.
Oh. The suspense is real. Please do not speak, brother. My man. Too close for comfort. I'm telling you.
You can't go back up there without reinforcements. You'll end up killing the rest of them.
Then give me the reinforcements.
3 battalions got wiped out today. It'll take more than a day to get men in here.
I need them faster than that.
We gotta stop the bleeding, man. Literally and figuratively. Something has to be staunched. I'm a staunch believer in that idea. We already lost freaking Smitty. Please don't tell me by the end credits I will not be living with Desmond here, bro.
It's Dawes. It's Dawes. Be quiet. Be quiet.
For God's sake.
I can't see. Be quiet. Just be quiet. Hold still now. I thought I was blind. Sit down.
Bro, come on.
Oh, we gotta get out of here.
I appreciate your discovery, but come on. The task is still at hand. And he's really single-handedly triaging and removing these soldiers from harm's way. That's phenomenal. With the capital P.
Lord, help me get one more.
I respect men of his ilk. He's cut from that cloth, man. His purpose, his duty, his raison d'etre is one more.
Help me get one more.
That's so moving. The amount of virtue he has in spades, and this kind of characterization, the portrait of this young man, wife at home, who feels an inner call to serve his country without a gun, mind you. Without a gun. His heart is all the ammunition he needs.
Where the hell are these guys coming from?
From HACKSAW. Some nuts up there dragging moving from the top.
All set. Move out.
Says some nut. I mean, this kind of behavior would read like you got a screw loose, but no. Quite the opposite. He's functioning on a higher wavelength from a higher power.
Private Cornstalk. You're nothing if not full of surprises.
Chock full of them, man. Chock full.
Let me see. It looks much worse than it is. And girls will still won't kiss you. Sarge, you okay here for a while?
Humor is such a necessary tool.
I'm coming back. You ready?
An instrument to keep your sanity at times like this. And to think, y'all tried to get our boy here a psychiatric discharge.
How'd you get down, son?
Dawes. Hal slept there.
What, Hal and Doss did this?
No, it's just Dawes.
Just Doss.
Just Dawes.
Dawes the coward.
Go ahead and shake that epithet off right now. To say Desmond Doss is being a hero is a gross understatement. I'm stressing out. I'm stressing out, brother. Lock in, lock in. You got the morphine coursing through your veins.
You're like gum on a shoe, ain't you?
Give me this.
It's a bit late for target practice now, don't you think?
I was going to say, that was a beautiful misdirection.
Let's do it. We got company.
Oh, that's a badass shot right there, man. Teamwork does, in fact, make the dream work, fellas. Let's do it.
Arms up.
You gotta be kidding me,
You're
Cornstalk.
tying a bowline, boy, not building a bra.
Callback, chiasmus, narrative symmetry. I'm here for it.
Get up!
Oh. No, he's not. No. I proclaim he's not going out like this.
Doss is still up there.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he's rightfully on edge.
It's all right. Easy. Come on.
There's the solidarity you love to see. He's been through it.
Are you wounded? No.
Maybe emotionally, psychologically, but physically, no worse for wear.
Easy. Please.
That just enshrined Desmond Doss into legendary status for the rest of eternity, for posterity.
Reserve, give me a check to their medic. He didn't make it. He died of shock. No plasma. Sorry.
His last act was a selfless one. He said, I don't need plasma, give it to him. And that represented his undoing. That is cruel. That's a cruel fate, man. Cruel fate. Oh, yowza.
I didn't know who you were. You've done more than any other man could have done in the service of his country. I've never been more wrong about someone in my life. I hope one day you can forgive me.
That's so sweet, man. Can't help but recognize how much value he has.
We have to go back up tomorrow. I realize that tomorrow is your Sabbath. Most of these men don't believe the same way you do. But they believe so much in how much you believe. And what you did on that ridge is nothing short of a miracle. And they want a piece of it.
To describe it as a miracle is so apropos.
And they're not gonna go up there without you.
Yeah, man, they won't. They need them some Doss in their lives.
We're waiting, sir.
Waiting for what?
Private Doss to finish praying for us, sir.
Doss is praying for you. Who the hell is Private Doss?
He is the fulcrum of this mission. He is the pillar of this unit. That's who he is.
Let's go to work.
Here's to number 8, man. Here's to number 8. Look at that shot right there, man. They better be thanking God for the Geneva Convention. Oh! Good riddance, man. With an act like that, you guys were begging to meet your maker. No.
The morphine. Let's go. Let's get this man out of here. Go.
Please, everyone's watching this. Tell me that he survives.
Stop. Okay.
He couldn't live with himself if he didn't have that Bible. If he lives, please tell me every aspect of this story is true. If so, that's indescribably beautiful that he went back for the Bible.
You're going home, Desmond. We've taken HACKSAW.
Hold up. Desmond!
You got that right. No words needed right there. Please tell me he does not succumb to his wounds. Please, he's just resting, right? Just getting a little breather. Little sigh of relief after that maelstrom he just endured. $75?
I just kept praying, Lord, please help me get one more. When I got this, I said, Lord, please help me get one more.
Such a drive, man. Such a spirit.
Blood had run down into the fellow's face and eyes. He was laying there just groaning, calling for medic. I took water from my canteen and got some bandage. I was washing his eyes came up. Man, he just lit up. He says, I thought I was blind. And if I hadn't got anything more toward that smile he gave me, I'd have been well repaid.
Oh, poetic beauty, man. Such felicity. 87. He lived a life, man. Whoa. Directed by Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson did not come to play that day, huh? Yeah. I mean, this movie is so remarkably well made, and the story, the real world story, leaves me like nonplussed. I'm flabbergasted. I'm gobsmacked, dumbfounded, because these stories need to be told. You know, I'm not a history buff by no stretch, but I've been doing a little research here and there, and just like it's endlessly fascinating. The stories that we know and the lesser known stories. One Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector in such a violent situation like war, is standing by his conviction and stood by it. He had a lot of detractors. They tried to literally beat him out of the war, declare him insane. And like that one fella said, the sweet, sweet irony of it all is that he was the one that was, one could argue, the main reason why the Hacksaw Ridge was won, that we were victorious in this situation. Not only for his bravery, but, you know, he improved morale considerably. I forget who said it. Maybe it was Albert Camus or Friedrich Nietzsche. He's like, I cannot deny the truths my two hands can touch. You know, it made sense to him in the logic of his brain, because we create meaning from our experiences. And Desmond Doss as a kid, seeing his father and the effect the war had on him, and him knocking the bejesus out of his brother Hal with that brick, and then almost shooting his brother and almost shooting his father, and saying, I didn't kill him, but I killed him in my heart. And from that day forward, it was, you know, it was pacifism from there on out. And that's commendable. And I don't know, a part of me was like, no, he's going to pick up a gun to hold. And there was a little glimpse there, but it was a misdirection, a beautiful misdirection, when he was just using it for his sergeant's escape. He got 75. That's fantastic, man. That is fantastic. He got 75 people off of Hacksaw Ridge single-handedly. And stories like this are so compelling. Yes, as an audience member, as a cinema enthusiast like me, but also as an American who's born here and proud to be so. And just to try to grasp, try to form a mental conception of what this would actually be like outside of a video game scenario or in history books. Because, you know, like it's hard to even wrap one's head around, honestly. Like I said, it bears repeating. If you're watching this and you or a loved one served for this country, I truly thank you earnestly for your service. And I thought it was very affecting how the mother was like, yeah, I wish you knew him before the war, the father, that is. And I don't know, the father, I forget the actor's name, the Matrix villain, Agent Smith, but he performed this role with such a degree of excellence and subtlety that, you know, it leaves my mind reeling. Just the relationship between his son, because he's like, he doesn't want them to endure what he did. And, you know, Desmond even said it himself. He was like, he's an alcoholic. He fought it for years, but then he started, it's such a heavy sentiment. He beat us just because the sun rises and whipped us just because it's sad. To have that set of circumstances, to have your brain form to such an idea of your father and a parental role is heartbreaking. What war does, the PTSD. And I like the whole religious angle, the framework of religion in a murder context, because what was it, the sixth final answer commandment, it says thou shalt not kill. But you know, how do you jibe that? How does that square? How can you reconcile your religious faith with someone who's trying to kill you? And I think that's just beautifully explored here. I think that's beautifully explored here. This film has such an immediacy about it. You can feel the conviction radiating through the screen with Desmond Doss, man. And I like the trajectory, and it was a dreadful outcome, but I like the beginning of Desmond and Smitty's relationship. It was hostile, it was adversarial, but then as time wore on, we see them grow closer. And I wish, but that tracks though, but I wish he made it to the end, man. But that's, you know, that's me. That's just one desire, man, that I had for this movie, is that they would be able to extend that friendship outside of the war. But that is life right there. That is, I believe that's some fidelity, because how many people that are alive right now that serve in these wars had friends that are no longer with us. How much they wish. The survivor's guilt of it all, not to mention the survival's guilt, but just actually like cherishing that relationship for the time they had it. I mean, this is kind of had the same, this movie from a movie standpoint, it's kind of had the same formula as Saving Private Ryan, where we're introduced to characters who, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh man, most of these people are not going to make it, as in life. But it's no less effective here, man. You still get invested with these characters, be it, you know, Grease or Hollywood or Smitty. You begin to love and care for and like be concerned for their well-being. And when they start to fall off, you can't help but as an audience member, you know, get that sympathy muscle engaged and flexed. I'm no exception. It's like, don't judge a book by its cover, man. Don't judge a book by its cover. They was trying to declare him insane. He was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, trying to get him out of here, beating him like Gomer Pyle in Full Metal Jacket. Because they're like, hey, he doesn't have the Constitution. He's not cut out for this. But lo and behold, turn the page, and boy, could they not have been more wrong. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, the cinematography was soothing. It was pleasing. It was seamless. I like the color palette, and it brought such a degree of realism into it. Vince Vaughn, anybody? Vince freaking Vaughn. Obviously, I only know him from Dodgeball. I've seen Dodgeball more times than I could count. And if you would ask me, would he be a good fit for this role, I'd have been like, that's a head scratcher. But I would have been wrong. I would have been incredibly wrong, because obviously he had his little Vince Vaughn mannerisms, his comedic chops cannot be questioned, but his dramatic turn here was a surprise, a pleasant surprise. I could go on, but I'm emotionally wrecked from this right now. Yeah, I appreciate the level of vulnerability this movie brought out in me. And thank you for watching with me. Thank you for all my subscribers on YouTube, my patrons. If you haven't already liked this video, leave me some comments down below and some more recommendations, because I only watched this because I just happened to be going through my comment section on the Saving Private Ryan video, and I was reminded of this. Thank you to all my patrons, my Valentine card holders. If you're interested in supporting this channel further, go on over to the Patreon. Mr. Valentine Reacts, unedited, full length, early access. There are different tiers. If that tickles your fancy, come on in, the water's fine. Thank you to my superior cupidity tier, who are selecting movies for me to watch each month. V-Dubs, I Like to Stay at Home, Mega Reacts, and Joshua 1. More gratitude is extended to my Prestige Worldwide tier over there on the Patreon, who are getting early access and full unedited length videos. Russian Paul, DeAndre Flyboy, Katie S, Robert M, Jake M, Thistlefig, John M, Trevor, Nizate, Andrew C, Marcus S, Amber Y, John Souls, Kevin C, and Fizz U. I appreciate every single last one of you. I can't do this without you. For my Patreon and YouTube subscribers alike, this is an enjoyable experience for me. I feel like I would be remiss to mention the Andrew Garfield performance here before I end this video. I was about to end it, but I was like, I feel like it goes without saying what he was able to accomplish here, but I feel like it needs to be documented. Andrew Garfield was unimpeachable in this movie. The depths he was able to go to in order to exude such bravery and strain and determination in his face, how he was able to emote. But yeah, good on you, Andrew G. And Desmond Doss, obviously. Rest in peace, brother. But that was 2016's Hacksaw Ridge. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again.